Welcome to Dark Knight Films Reviews and another horror movie night. Tonight, I will be reviewing Body Bags, released in 1993. Directed by John Carpenter and Tobe Hooper, from a script by Billy Brown and Dan Angel. Starring John Carpenter, Robert Carradine, Alex Datcher, David Naughton, George Buck Flower, Stacy Keach, David Warner, Sheena Easton, Deborah Harry, Mark Hamill, Twiggy, John Agar, Roger Corman, Charles Napier, Tom Arnold, and Tobe Hooper. Now, this is a horror anthology that aired on television. I think it was on Showtime. It actually has John Carpenter basically playing this weird, creepy, crypt keeper-ish style coroner character, and he is just hilarious in this wraparound element of this film, and he really sells it. I loved John Carpenter in this role here. And of course, by the end of it, we also get a cameo from one of the other directors of this, Tobe Hooper, alongside Tom Arnold, playing these morgue workers. And the whole wraparound segment is just beautiful, and I just loved it. I especially loved the opening, which makes fun of the MGM logo with John Carpenter's coroner character coming in with a chainsaw. Excellently done. John Carpenter is just having major fun with this film, you can tell it. The first segment stars Robert Carradine, Alex Datcher, and David Naughton, and it is called The Gas Station. And this one is the one that sets the stage for everything that should have been to come. It is an excellent, perfectly directed segment by John Carpenter. He does a great job directing this one. And it even has throwback lines to one of my favorite John Carpenter films with Halloween in here, with Haddonfield being mentioned in here. And it's just such a great segment, the way it is planned out, the way it works. I loved Alex Datcher as her character of Anne. She is just so beautiful, and her panic as she's being stalked by the killer in this is excellent. David Naughton making an appearance in here as the character of Pete is charismatic and cool as ever. And of course you have Robert Carradine as the character of Bill. And the whole thing is one of the best segments in horror anthology history. A great, great segment here. Then we get into our second segment, which is called Hair. And this one is, again, also directed by John Carpenter. This one stars Stacy Keach, David Warner, and Sheena Easton, with a small little cameo by Deborah Harry as this nurse in here. And this one's just too weird for me. It's just too freaky. And some of the performances by the actors, they are just being way over the top, campy with this one. And it just feels off with the rest of the film. I mean, yes, John Carpenter's being campy in his wraparound, but that's supposed to be like that. The actual segments shouldn't be this goofy and this over the top, and it just, I didn't like this one at all. I'm sorry. And then our third and final tale. I don't know why they went with 3. I think they could have went with 4, like 4 or 5, like Creepshow did, and the way that Tales from the Crypt did and everything. But, you know, it is what it is. This is more in the line of Creepshow 2 with 3 segments in it. But The Eye is directed by Tobe Hooper, and it stars Mark Hamill, Twiggy, John Agar, Roger Corman, and Charles Napier. And Mark Hamill is pretty good in here as this baseball player who gets in an accident and has to have surgery to save his eye, so he gets a transplant with another eye of someone else. Of course, the person that eye transplant was from a psychotic killer. So Mark Hamill, even though it's not really probably feasible that would ever happen, he starts to get, more maniacal tendencies to him from that eye. And he also starts seeing things that the killer had seen during his time killing people. Not as good as the gas station segment at all, not in the least, but it is well directed by Tobe Hooper. And he at least tried to make his a little bit more serious. But overall, I think Body Bags is a very, very good anthology with only one segment that I didn't really care for. So, my final review for Body Bags, I am going to give this one a 8.9 out of 10. It is a very, very good anthology. Not one of the best anthologies, but it definitely has one of the greatest segments in any horror anthology, with the gas station one. But what do you think of this one? Have you seen Body Bags? If so, what do you think? Do you agree with my review? Do you disagree? Let me know in those comments down below. And as usual, if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell icon so you can be notified about future videos just like this one. And while you're by the subscribe button, click that join button and become a Dark Knight fan. As a Dark Knight Fan Plus member, you have access to an area on the channel right now where you can request a movie, TV series, or ranking video of your choosing. And when that video goes up, it will go up for all Plus members prior to it going up for all other subscribers. So if you want to get interactive and help us to get more movies on this channel that we might not normally review on here, become a Plus member. Well, that's it for another horror movie night. If you missed last week's horror movie night video, you can check it out in the link above. Or if you have missed any of our videos on horror movie night, check out this playlist and you can check out anything that you've missed.